Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Thursday Night Raw, which is meant to be Monday Night Raw. Make sure you like, subscribe, and finally, welcome to the goddamn show. Well, we're kicking Raw off, and it's all full steam ahead. I can't even speak. But we got Nathan Frazier and FrAxiom here tonight. The WWE World Tag Team Champions are in action tonight as they look set to grace us with their presence, of course. They'll be taking on the Street Profits. I bring the swag like nobody can. I don't know the words. You guys can fill them in for me. They've got the cups. They've got the... Well, he's got a robe. Didn't know that. I'm drinking my Pepsi Max as we look forward to tag team action here tonight. And it's going to be a big one, folks, because these guys drink like it's going out of fashion. And I drink Pepsi Max like it's going out of fashion. All right? So we're underway. Tag team action. The World Tag Team Champions on the line. No, they are. They're not on the line. But I mean, FrAxiom and Nathan Frazier might be on the line. Should they lose this, you have to wonder if Street Profits are going to be involved in the tag team picture. FrAxiom still looking for an opponent, maybe. Maybe we'll find out here tonight if the Street Profits can beat them. With Clash at the Castle just a couple of weeks away, will they go forward? FrAxiom with a pinfall here. And Charles Robinson kick out one there from Angelo Dawkins. And of course, excuse me, this is professional commentary. You don't get this anywhere else. And FrAxiom there going for botching. Don't know why he even went for that fist forearm to and now he just lets him hit him back. And the big man, I'm not saying it yet. I'm not saying the saying yet. Maybe the saying comes in later. It has to be on every episode, though. And if you know, you know. And a pinfall here from Angelo Dawkins. Hook of the leg, kick out one. Now Frazier's in the ring. Nice time up. It tags in FrAxiom. We didn't get to see much of it. What the hell's FrAxiom doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. High fly, man. And a nice splash there from FrAxiom. Montez Ford seems to be back on top now. He's not the only one. We're going to surely see some action in the women's division. They are always on top in my eyes. Beautiful neck breaker there from the Street Profits. Hook of the leg. Frazier gets in and kicks and breaks up the pinfall. Montez Ford looking at FrAxiom like he's come into his house and stole his children's Christmas presents there. Now FrAxiom back to his feet. And Angelo Dawkins reverses. Could we be about to see a sit-down powerbomb? Pop-up powerbomb from... Oh, now he's bringing in Nathan Frazier. Focus on the task at hand, man. FrAxiom's laid out unconscious on the mat. I can't help drinking Pepsi Max. It's just so delicious. I'm joking, I don't have Pepsi Max. I always have Pepsi Max on these. And a nice suplex there from Angelo. So you're going to go if we're going to tag in Montez. And now FrAxiom and FrAxiom are back on top. Irish whip here from the Spanish man. Spanish luchador. And can him and Frazier work well together to show why they're the tag team champions? First time we've seen Frazier, I believe. Throws him to the outside. See Jericho do this. It's the springboard drop kick. That's a prime Chris Jericho move, that. Now, did he just stick ones up? Did he just stick ones up and fakes the dive there? And FrAxiom going to throw Montez Ford back in the ring. And what is Nathan Frazier doing? He's in trouble. Oh my god, wow. And that's like a Bexploder on the outside of the ring, but FrAxiom comes in and attacks Montez Ford. Bit of controversy in this. Bit of controversy. Get him back in the ring! As Angelo Dawkins beats the holy hell out of Nathan Frazier. What the hell's FrAxiom doing? FrAxiom's coming to help. And apparently Angelo Dawkins is see-through because FrAxiom just threw a punch and it missed. Now Frazier's going to get back in the ring where Montez Ford is. And no, sir. Ford was trying to anticipate him. Irish whip into the corner there from Nathan Frazier. Now we're going to see it. We've seen it before. We're going to see it again. It's a suplex from Frazier. Brainbuster. FrAxiom frog splash. And Frazier jumps out. And a moonsault? I would have gone for the pinfall. I would have definitely gone for the pinfall there. There is no way he missed that punch. And now FrAxiom for the tag team champions. Street Profits misses. Now Frazier's back in the ring and so is Angelo Dawkins. And a reversal there from one half of the Street Profits. Can they turn the tides in this match? I don't know. A big shot to the gut of Nathan Frazier there. Frazier, of course, very fast on his feet and very fast in the air as well. Kick to the gut there from Angelo Dawkins. Oh my god! Launches Frazier into orbit. And a pinfall attempt here. And we can just see the back of Montez Ford right in our faces. The kick out there from Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier looks like he's been hit everywhere with a kendo stick, by the way. And now tagging the limb. And no. I bring the swag like nobody can. Oh, and that's a beautiful move from Angelo Dawkins. Hook of the leg. Will Frazier kick out? Oh my god. Thought he had it then. Thought we were going to see new number one contenders potentially. Nope. Nathan Frazier says nope. Irish whip into the corner now. Double team with FrAxiom. But of course the speed will be the thing that wins them this match. We actually saw them put away a team with this move. And forgive me for not remembering who it is. Charles Robinson. And a kick out from Dawkins. At the last second. Now FrAxiom attacking. Why is he attacking Montez Ford? Angelo Dawkins to the edge. Springboard off. And FrAxiom has lost the ability to springboard somehow. To the top rope. But Nathan Frazier. Oh my god. He takes out his teammate as well. Goodness me. Get him back in the ring. And you win this match, I think. Montez Ford still stunned. FrAxiom back in the ring. Now Angelo Dawkins in trouble. Reversed Irish whip. And it's that pop-up powerbomb again. But Frazier's there to counter it. Thank God, because I think he would beat. He's going to go tagging Montez here. I think he needs Montez Ford. Ford back in the ring. Can he make a difference in this match? The Street Profits on a little bit of a bad run in this match. Need some momentum. Irish whip into the corner. All four of these men in the full-time match have been exceptional. And a brainbuster again from FrAxiom. And a frog splash from Frazier. And I did not mistake that. And now he's going to go for it. No distraction. And he was in the way. And that cost them the match. No way. And FrAxiom. Oh, what the hell? The Wyatt Six, Uncle Howdy and Eric Rowan. What the hell are they doing here attacking the World Tag Team Champions? Get them the hell out of here. Where's the security, man? Well, there isn't security because it's WWE 2k25. And even though that happens every week on TV and we thought that'd be added in. Well, it isn't. But here we go. He's a revolutionary. He's a visionary. He's the Monday Night Messiah. Of course, had enough of Jacob Fatu as this man. Jacob Fatu and Seth Rollins will go face to face at Backlash. Not Backlash. Oh my god, fire my ass. They'll go head to head at Clash at the Castle in a no disqualification match. Street fight. A Glasgow street fight. That's going to be pretty intense. But Seth's here. The Architect. How many nicknames has Seth Rollins actually had? If somebody in the comments can actually list all the names he's had. Off the top of my head, I remember the Monday Night Messiah, the Architect, the Visionary, a Revolutionary, Seth freaking Rollins could technically clash. And here comes Melo. We haven't seen him in a while. I always love seeing Melo, but Melo don't miss. Well, he has missed quite a lot, actually, in this universe mode. But he actually has a massive victory over Penta. Imagine a victory over Seth Rollins. I mean, Carmelo's got to be considered in that WWE World Heavyweight Championship picture, which has, of course, been gifted to Drew McIntyre by Adam Pearce. I mean, Drew did win the Rumble. It makes the most sense for him to appoint Drew. And Drew is hosting an open challenge at Clash at the Castle for his World Heavyweight Championship. And on the SmackDown side, we're hearing that there's going to be a gauntlet match to determine the number one contender for the WWE, Randy Orton's WWE Undisputed Championship. That will be at Clash at the Castle. And Randy will face the winner at Money in the Bank. Show them what you wreck. Carmelo started off fast. Melo needs to prove tonight to me that he's him. Victory over Seth Rollins would be monumental, but Seth's definitely on top at the moment. And you would expect Seth Rollins to dominate this match, to be fair. Nice neck breaker into the forearm to the back and just plants Melo on his dome piece. And the crowd are singing. Woo, woo, woo. You're going to get that harmony right. Now we're going to see a buckle bomb. But no, Melo fights out. And of course, you have to wonder, Jacob Fatu's going to be somewhere, isn't he? I can't imagine he's not. I mean, the good thing about WWE 2k25 is everybody's in the back. Nobody takes vacations unless I say so. They all have to turn up for work, even if they've not got anything to do. And that's a good move from Rollins, showing his athleticism there. Maybe he's going to go... Oh, and he's just wiping his feet with Melo. Show Melo some respect. That guy, this Carmelo, right? Oh, and a springboard splash to the outside. I guarantee... Well, I don't guarantee. But I think Carmelo is a future World Heavyweight Champion in this universe mode. I'm calling it. He beat friggin' Penta, for God's sake. I mean, there was some help, but... We don't talk about that. Dominic was invisible. Dominic now on NXT. He's feuding with Andrade and Dragon Lee over there. So that's going to be a spicy match, of course, with Battleground coming up. Can't wait to see how that pans out. Of course, Andrade, I believe, already... Oh, for God's sake. Andrade's already qualified for a North American title shot against Dragon Lee. But let's focus on the action here. And went for a super kick, Seth. Oh, no. This is just disgusting. Disgusting. Why is the referee not disqualified Jacob Fatu? I feel like the referees in this game... I think Charles Robinson's just here for a little bit of fun, you know? I don't think he actually wants to... Oh, look at Melo, roll-up pin, no way. And Fatu just watches over, no way. Melo wins. Oh. He definitely didn't receive any help this time as well. What the hell? Jacob Fatu comes in the ring, beats the hell out of Rollins, doesn't get disqualified, and Carmelo wins. I don't know what's going on here, folks. You'll have to take it with Adam Pearce, because I don't know what's going on. But Melo, another massive victory. You have to wonder, like, when does he get a chance? Because that's two big victories. Oh, and here we go. It's Tiffy time. No, that's not how the song goes. Let's hear what Tiffany has to say. We know she's been feuding with Alexa Bliss. What does she have to say? Hello, Columbus. It's Tiffy time. And I just want to disclose and acknowledge that I will be facing Alexa Bliss at Clash at the Castle. Now, we're going to have a match next week to determine who will choose the stipulation for this match. Oh, here comes Alexa. And Tiffany, all you ever do is whinge, whine, bitch, and moan. Well, next week on Raw when we face off, it's pretty simple what's going to happen. I'm going to pre-announce my stipulation because I'm going to beat you easily. So, Tiffany, when I pin your ass next week on Raw, we will be fighting inside the Firefly Funhouse steel cage. Oh, is that right, Alexa? You want to come out here and call your shots? You know what happens to people... No, I'm not doing the list. Actually, yeah. You know what happens to people that call the shots before they've even faced me? You know what happens, Alexa, when you have too much eyeliner on? You just made the list! Okay. So Tiffany has a list, the list of Tiffy, and Alexa is top of that list. But these two will face off next week in a singles match. The winner will determine the stipulation. And Eddy Thorpe. Why the hell's AJ Styles with him? Well, I know why, because he wants to get a front row seat for his opponent at Clash at the Castle, Will Ospreay, who will take on Eddy Thorpe here tonight. Eddy Thorpe making his Raw debut and his Universe Mode debut. He's dancing around to the ring, he's jumping like it's a trampoline ramp. But he's going to get kicked in the face. I'm sure if he gets hit with that hidden blade, he won't be jumping back into the locker room. He'll be going out on a stretcher. Nah, that's terrible. But here comes the aerial assassin. I believe it's one apiece on pinfalls between AJ and Will Ospreay. Both of them claim they are the best professional wrestler in the world. Like Clash at the Castle, 2 out of 3 falls will determine who the best wrestler in the world is. But so there'll be many wrestlers in the back who don't agree with that at all. Ospreay, he's here not to play, but to take over. And we're underway. And I'm going to have a sip of Pepsi again, because that's what I'm doing. I'm really professional at commentating. And Hurricanrana to kick off from the aerial assassin out of Essex, England. Of course, if you are not aware of the story of Essex, England, host to a reality TV show called The Only Way is Essex, which is absolutely tragic. And if you watch it, you need to go outside. Of course, Will Ospreay did audition to be on The Only Way is Essex, but he chose wrestling instead. He chose to be in front of this sold-out crowd in Columbus. And I think he made the right call, to be honest. Now springboards everywhere from Ospreay. Nice moonsault. Caught him in like a unprettier there. As he came down. Eddy Thorpe now on top. Hook of the leg. Don't know what's happened before that, but a quick pinfall. Surely not going to have Ospreay. A 1 count there from Thorpe. There's the sip of Pepsi Max I was talking about, by the way. And then the beautiful move there from Eddy Thorpe. Of course, Eddy Thorpe, somebody who I could potentially see being a future Intercontinental champion. Both men going to trade blows. And a bitch slap from Ospreay. Punches from Thorpe. So we're going slap versus punch. It's like that contest that, if you've ever seen them big men, where they just slap each other in the face until one's knocked out. And Ospreay telling Eddy Thorpe to come on, that might not be the best idea. We know that one thing about Will Ospreay is he's so resilient. And he can take so much damage. And a chop there from Ospreay. Thorpe with a punch. Now Will Ospreay, he keeps telling them, and now they're going to fight it out. They're going to punch their way out. And that will suit Thorpe. Thorpe's more of a brawler. More of an MMA. He came from NXT Underground. He was very good in Underground. He's been drafted to Raw. Good signing from Adam Pearce. You will see sporadic signings throughout the Universe Mode outside the draft. I think Eddy Thorpe's a big pull. Oh, look at AJ. He had to make it about him, but Ospreay's got eyes in the back of his head. Reversal there from Eddy Thorpe. Reversal from Ospreay. Neither man can really get a full grasp on this match. As you can see, they're just both jostling for position. How many reverse? And Ospreay now finally getting on top. Fisherman suplex. Going to go for the pinfall. No, and Eddy Thorpe rolls out of the ring. Maybe not the worst decision. And now Thorpe doing the dance like a Fortnite emote. And a fist there to Will Ospreay. Hook of the leg. Pinfall. Kick out. Now Eddy Thorpe. Brainbuster. Hook of the leg. No. Ospreay somehow kicks out of that. And in this universe, as I was saying, forgot to mention, Eddy Thorpe has got a Fortnite skin. Just a little bit of background there, just to show you how immersive this universe mode is. You can buy it for 500 V-Bucks. And hidden blade to Eddy Thorpe. And a pinfall here. Hook of the leg. Charles Robinson. And to be fair, AJ Styles has done nothing wrong there. Eddy Thorpe did have his hand on the rope. So good decision from the referee. But AJ Styles making sure. I think the referee would have missed that if it weren't for AJ Styles. And now they're going to trade blows again. What a match this has been, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. What a match. Now trading blows again. Whenever two men trade blows, it never ends well. Somebody's always busted open. And Oh, Ospreay wins the exchange. Now brings him back to his feet. Oh, we're going to see it. Oh, right in front of AJ Styles. It's going to do the Styles Clash and hits it. And a hook of the leg. Oh, and kick out. And we're going to see another hidden blade. Surely this is going to do it. Oh, my word. Nearly took his head off. Look at AJ Styles. He's throwing the right tantrum out the ring. And he gets back to his feet. What the hell is Eddy Thorpe made of? A roll-up pin here from Thorpe. Might not be the dumbest thing he's done all match. Hook of the leg and a kick out from Ospreay. Somehow, some way, Eddy Thorpe gets lucky. I don't know how. Oh, a knee to the gut. And now kick from Will Ospreay. And now he's going to hit another Styles Clash. How much damage is Eddy Thorpe taking? Oh, my word. And, of course, AJ Styles is involved. I mean, he's still looking at Eddy Thorpe. Wow, these 2K games, man. Sometimes. Just the bugs are hilarious. You have to laugh. And now now Will Ospreay going to the outside. And a hidden blade to AJ Styles. And for some reason, he's KO'd himself. He must have knocked his head against AJ Styles' head when he hit that blade. Well, it wasn't a hidden blade, was it? It was a visual blade, because you could clearly see it. What the hell's Eddy Thorpe thinking? Climbing to the top rope, and now Ospreay back in the ring. And Ospreay with the catch. And I believe AJ Styles has been ejected. By Charles Robinson. Now we're lining up the hidden blade. I just hit the mic, so sorry if you hear that. For the third time. And Eddy Thorpe might be unalived. But he's not kicking out of this, I can tell you that. And your winner, William Fitzpatrick Ospreay. That's not his real name, by the way. I just made that up. But good showing, to be fair. Hitting the Styles Clash right in front of Styles. We saw him trade blows like twice. Which is always a sign of a good back and forth match. And of course, Will Ospreay 3 hidden blades. And only takes 1. AJ Styles, the distraction was not enough. Of course, AJ Styles alerting Charles Robinson to the hand on the rope that he did actually miss. So that was quite poor by the referee. Good from AJ Styles, but he did get clipped in the mouth. But looks like for some reason it hurt Will Ospreay as well. Brainbuster on the outside to Eddy Thorpe. You might admit that was missed in the match. And Eddy Thorpe going for the spectacular. But it wasn't spectacular because he got telegraphed. And I believe this is the hidden blade that put away Eddy Thorpe. So he can go hop, skip and a jump in his way back to that private jet. And go enjoy his Fortnite skin because he hasn't beat Will Ospreay here tonight. And that's a real shame. Ospreay saying to the crowd, I'm the best wrestler. I'm the best wrestler in the world, bruv. That's what he's saying right now. Yeah, I'm drinking Pepsi. And sniffling. I'm a human being, okay? Oh. Woo! 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 I have no audio on the entrance, so I don't actually know if it's in time. But I believe, folks, I believe I can see her. We have the Intercontinental Champion in action here tonight. The women's, that is. Lyra Valkyria, of course, unified the championships with Naomi. The United States Championship has been brought back to SmackDown since the new brand split. So don't ask me about the absolutely chaotic booking. We will decide a new United States Women's Champion. I didn't expect it to change, alright? That's the thing about this channel. That's why you got to subscribe, because things can change just instantly. The whole universe can change. And her partner, well, this is tag team action. I believe she's going to go head-to-head with her opponent. Or her future opponent. But she's teaming with Becky, the man, Lynch, who has returned to Raw. We haven't seen her since a Fatal 4-Way qualifier a long time ago. The man is back. But she's in the women's division. But she's here to take over. Of course, we have Rhea Ripley as our Women's World Heavyweight Champion. Of course, she won the Elimination Chamber. Adam Pearce deciding the World Champions with smart tactics. And you can't take that away from Adam Pearce, to be honest. He's been a great manager. He set up this match. And I'm coughing. And, yeah, he's done a great job. And here is the opponent of Lyra Valkyria at Clash at the Castle. Watch me. And Liv Morgan is here to prove a point. She could be walking out of Glasgow. What the hell was that accent? Right, let me try that again. She could be walking out of Glasgow, Scotland, laddie, as your new Women's Intercontinental Champion. She could also be leaving with nothing. Of course, attacked Lyra Valkyria in the parking lot after that unification match for reasons unbeknown that she had no opportunities. The same as Ricky Saints down in NXT, to be fair. So as much as I've been glazing Adam Pearce, we have to question some of his decision making throughout this universe mode, because if a wrestler like Liv Morgan feels neglected, then yeah, you've got to be doing something better, Mr. Pearce. And she's picked an interesting tag team partner, and I think it's a great choice. She's picked Mariah May. And speaking to Adam Pearce, he said that once the draft happened and we were doing a shake-up, that Mariah May was in the top of his list for the women's division. That's what he said. He said he saw her on SmackDown. He was impressed with her victories over Roxanne Perez and Ava Moreno, and I had to have her. That's what he said. They're his words, not mine. So it's going to be tag team action. The Intercontinental Champion and fellow Irish woman Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan and Mariah May. We start off with an interesting exchange. Liv maybe a bit too excited. Roll-up pin here from Valk. And a kick out from Liv. This is going to be fireworks at Clash at the Castle, by the way. Of course, the winner will become... Well, Lyra is already the Intercontinental Champion, but if Liv can win, she'll become our... Lyra has actually held the Intercontinental Championship since its inception of Universe Mode. You guys voted for Lyra as the champion very, back on 2k24 before the first episode. She has held the title for nearly 4 months, and many people believe that Liv Morgan could be that change. I don't. I think Lyra's going to go all year as Intercontinental Champion. So I'm also got Irish in me as well, and I support her. But you have to wonder what's in it for Becky Lynch helping her out. Of course, these two feuded over the NXT Championship, Women's Championship. And some good teamwork here from Mariah and Liv Morgan. And of course, Mariah wants a chance to pin the Intercontinental Women's Champion to prove her worth. Of course, Adam Pearce putting a lot of stock in Mariah. She's definitely a future world champion on this brand. Of course, Rhea Ripley will be watching this match because there's a few contenders in here. Hook a little leg and a kick out. Well, not even one. Clash at the Castle really is our first PLE that sets up the rest of the universe mode. Although we're going to see a gauntlet match on the SmackDown side, and Drew's hosting an open challenge. There'll be a real focus on the world titles after Clash at the Castle as we move towards Money in the Bank, because you have that element of unpredictability from the Money in the Bank winner. And of course, there'll be a number one contender decided, especially for Randy Orton, and Drew may not even be a champion anymore because he might lose. Who's going to answer that open challenge? And I believe following Sheamus and Braun Breaker going face to face last week, and I believe that after they went face to face, there was a bit of editing that I had to do that gone wrong. I believe Braun Breaker will face Sheamus for the WWE Intercontinental Championship next week on Raw. So that's going to be a banger. That's going to be a main event next week before Clash at the Castle. So that'll be an exciting one. Of course, we have NXT Battleground this coming week. That's going to be excellent. We have Solo Sikoa, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Kenoste, Takeshita, Sol Ruka, Scarlett, Raquel Zaria. We have new tag team. So we were going to do the Unity Tag Team Championships, but one of my save files is corrupted, meaning that I don't have the intergender titles anymore. So we're going to have a qualifier. We're going to make the women's tag team titles universal across Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. And then DIY, of course, earned their shot for the NXT tag titles. And we're going to have a number one contenders match on NXT between AOP and a new signing that Ava has made. The referee's unconscious here in this match, just going back to this match. Of course, Becky here to help the Intercontinental Women's Champion. Why, we do not know. But of course, fellow Irish woman will want to help her other fellow Irish woman and hook the leg on Liv Morgan, who will challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. Of course, we haven't seen Rhea Ripley since being given that championship. We're going to hear from her next week as well. So, a lot of stuff been announced here tonight. So, next week's looking spicy. We're going to have Alexa versus Tiffany. The winner will decide the stipulation at Clash at the Castle. And Alexa already said it's going to be a Firefly Fun House. Firefly Fun. Say that. That's quite a hard word. And Becky with a disarmer here. Hold on a sec. And Alexa choosing a Firefly Fun House cage match. We don't know what Tiffany's going to pick should she win. And of course that will be next week. We also have Bron Breakker defending his Intercontinental Championship against Sheamus. And our world champion, Rhea Ripley, will be here. And a Mayday to Becky Lynch in the centre of the ring here. Hook of the leg and kick out. And a 2 count from Rod Zapata is the call. And Mariah going after Lyra. That's the problem when you're champion. You got a massive target on your back and everybody wants to fight you. That's the biggest problem. And now Mariah May takes her off the apron. Liv left with Becky Lynch. Now has Becky in a fireman's carry and springboards her off the edge of the ring. What the hell is she doing here? Are we gonna? Oh, she's hit the Oblivion on Becky. Mariah needs to get back in the ring. This could be Becky Lynch done here. Devious tactics from Liv Morgan, the number one contender, and a hook of the leg and a kick out. No way. No way. What the hell's Mariah May doing here? Could be setting up Mayday. Oh no. Becky reverses. Still showing some fight in the old man. Roll-up pin here from Becky Lynch. Look at the strength of the Irish woman. In Mariah back to her feet. And what's going on here? And I believe that's a man's... Wait. She just hit her with the Beck bottom. And she's won the match. Pinning Mariah May. Oh my word. I did not see that coming. What the hell? I wasn't even paying attention. I forgot the name of the move. What is... I've had a... You know, do you guys ever get these brain farts where your brain just goes completely blank? Like, it happened with the Uranagi move. What's Becky's finisher called? The rock bottom variation. Why have I forgot it? I've just called it the manslam. I don't... what's it called? I know the Bexploder. Leave it in the comments. I'm completely not with it today, guys. It's the first time I've commentated in over a week. I've been doing renovation after renovation. I believe I can have a little bit of slack. But Becky Lynch pinfall Mariah May. Is it the manhandle slam? No, it can't be, because a pump handle slam's like where you wrench the arm and pull them up. It's not. It can't be that. This is a big victory overall, though, for these two. Great result, and I believe it is. Very, very diva-ish celebration from the Irish women. I believe these two could go for the tag team championships if Lyra ever loses the Intercontinental Championship. These would be great contenders. Great contenders. And of course, the Party Girls go ahead and face Meta Girls this week on SmackDown for them tag titles. So we don't know where they're going to lie. But a good win here from the IC champ. Got all the momentum. We have one more episode of Raw. We're going to hear from somebody next. But we have one more episode of Raw, then we're at Clash at the Castle. Gunther! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gunther. And if anybody should challenge Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle, it absolutely should be me. I pinned that bum Seth Rollins last week, fair and square. I don't want to hear about help from anybody. Oh, Drew's here, and what's he gonna say? He wanted to host an open challenge at Gunther. All you do is talk absolute crap. You don't deserve a shot at my title, laddie, in my hometown. I told Adam Pearce I'll host an open challenge, but not against you, because you suck. I've faced you many times, Gunther, and I'm sick and tired of seeing you complaining. So I'll tell you what, Gunther, I'm going to walk out of Clash at the Castle with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So I'm going to give you a challenge. The Raw after Clash at the Castle We go face to face, and if you can pin me, I'll give you your shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Will Gunther accept? So Drew saying that he's already hosting an open challenge and Adam Pearce has an opponent for him. He might even be the champion after Clash at the Castle, by the way. That we know with my universe mode, anything can change in an instant. If that happens, it's going to be absolute chaos. Do you accept? Listen to me, Gunther. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. That was a very Scottish accent. What's Gunther going to say here? As we just let the tension build, you see. I accept. No, he doesn't accept. He said no. Huh?